Vincent, good morning. Hello.
Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
Yes, I'm well. I'm very well. Yes, how are you? Yes.
Good. Actually, not that great. I've had many sleepless nights since we last spoke last week. And it's actually something that you said that kept reverberating in my brain.
Oh.
And I just kept thinking about it, and it drove me crazy.
Oh.
Before I talk about that, I just wanted to say I did do the exercise.
Well, just before you do, if I may.
Yeah.
And may I?
Yes, you can. You may.
Okay. If we start the session proper, I just want to be sure.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to be sure that you are, or you have. That there's been no harm or self-harm significant. I don't want to know about, walking into things accidentally. That stuff really is of no concern, really.
No harm, self-harm. I'm prone.
No deliberate harm, self-harm. Little accidents, fine. No, really. We all have those, right? Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, no, none of those. I'm lying on the couch. Your voice is loud above me.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Anyhow, I did do the exercise. I just did it at the front, in front of the German school. Same kids came out. They laughed at me.
Which exercise? Which
reciting that piece of writing, the gold writing, that one. Reciting that. My partner was supposed to do it with me. She didn't want to.
Oh, so you did it by yourself?
I did it by myself again. I just did it, and I just came home.
I see.
No change. No cognitive change. No behavioural change.
Well, but listen. Well, so first of all, good on you.
Yeah.
For doing it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, and so I think that that's the first thing that needs to be recognised is you did it.
Yeah. Well, I just wasn't in a great place because I kept thinking about something that you said last week. You said when we were talking, you said in this episode, it was just a fleeting thing that you said, and I'm like, what? In this what? And I'm like, no, it's a session. We're in a session.
No, you're right.
And then.
You're right, and I've reflected on that as well, and it is because I do. No, you're right because I've gone over my notes because I do take copious notes, even though you're not paying me, and I do reflect on things that I say because words are important, and it's just I do sometimes it's a slip of the tongue, and a Freudian slip, because I do.
It set me off.
I look, I know, and look, I do tend to see life as episodic. You see?
Oh, I get what you. Well, I thought you thought that everything was scripted and we're just puppets. And then I'm thinking, am I a puppet in something that's been scripted? Who's the puppet master? Who's controlling everything? I just went into this crazy thinking about, that I'm just acting out my life. I'm not even living life. I'm just acting.
No. Goodness, no, not at all. And I'm glad you've raised it. And that's actually the purpose of these sessions. Is to bring these things up, because sometimes things trigger us, and I don't want to say this, but I will misinterpret things, words that are used and they're out of context. And I have reflected on this with my therapist because I go to see a therapist and I pay them.
Yes.
I do, and I do tend to see life in a sort of in an episodic way, as a series of episodes. It's just one of those things, and I'm trying to break that. I'm really trying to break that down.
Well, it just set me off into this spiral, and I have a confession to make.
Please do.
But
before you do, I just want to note that our time is almost up. So do make it a quick confession, please.
Well, I need to tell you that I reached out because I knew we were going to meet in a couple of weeks, so I reached out and I looked in my app store and I found a couple of apps that I thought would be useful. Yes. The first one was Uber-quack, and the second one was Uber-quack. That's the one I used. Yeah. And the second one was Shrink-aroo. And they're sort of like psychology apps that are really quick. And I used Uber-quack, and it wasn't helpful. It was very quick. I they took your credit card details, and then I just sort of spoke to someone, and they were very quick getting me there, on my journey. But it, I felt like I was betraying our relationship, so I stopped doing that.
Not at all. In fact, I both those services, I'm quite familiar with those. And there's there's an introductory level with both those services. And then there's
I think it'd be perfect for Uber-quack.
And there's but there's links. There's links on those to link through, and so you should look me up because I'm actually I'm on both of those. So look me up because they are both paid for services. So look me up on both of those, and we can connect. We can connect through both.
Which one do you think is better, Uber-quack or Shrink-aroo?
I would look. You get the same thing at the end of the day, really. But I think for value for money, I'd go for Shrink-aroo just because of their business model. But I do have access to their source code as well, so I can maybe sort something out. But listen, our time is up. But it's great that you've explored all the options, and it's fantastic. But let's discuss it in our next session. But terrific. Just the progress you're making is really amazing. It's really.
Thank you, Michael.
Terrific. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.